Hi everyone, this is Old Man Crypto and welcome back to our show. Wow, the crypto winter as they call it just won't stop. Here's the latest news. Don't know if you're aware of this company, but Wire has basically announced that they're going to close the doors, go bankrupt. It's really taken the news by storm. It's a shock. Wire is it's basically its function is to provide on-ramp and off-ramp services for fiat currency to crypto, and just about everybody who's everybody in the crypto business has been integrating with them, and now they're left hanging. So there's a big question about what's the backup plan for all these companies, and how's this going to impact the market. So it's a big deal. Here, crypto area is talking about Stellar loses one of its big anchors as a crypto payments firm, Wire, shuts down. Well, it's not just Stellar. It's practically everybody who's anybody in the crypto business. I received a message from INX yesterday where they were talking about Wire is no longer available, and they were giving other options for on-ramp services and off-ramp services for your fiat currency. So big deal, big deal. So we'll have to keep watching this and see how the companies react and how they continue to do business, basically. Here's a report from about Wire. It says it's going to shut down after missing out on a $1.5 billion deal. So it's kind of like FTX. Here, looking at the CEO, Ioannis Giannatos, in an email to employees seen by Axios. This is reported by Axios. The CEO says, "We'll continue to do everything we can, but I want everyone to brace themselves for the fact that we will need to unwind the business over the next couple of weeks." Now, this was from an email that Axios obtained that went out to the Wire employees. Now, it's a nice way of saying it. It's a watered down way of saying it, but unwind the business is basically shutting it down, going bankrupt. So once again, watch this, watch the market, watch what's going on with the companies that have been integrating with Wire, and we'll have to see how it plays out and what companies they're going to be using as a backup to Wire. So big news today, big news. So the crypto winter continues. Now, in other news here, this tweet from Digital Assets Daily. China launches National Digital Asset Exchange for NFTs, Metaverse, Ledger Insights, Blockchain for Enterprise. What's going on? Why isn't the USA leading in all this? Why is China and other countries out in front on the crypto development? And I just don't understand it. Part of it, I don't know, maybe you could blame the SEC and their regulatory actions and suit for XRP. I think it's just really depressed the innovation and the development and investment in the crypto blockchain networks in the USA. The SEC needs to get its act together, and Gary Gensler, the chairman, I don't know what his agenda is. There's lots of things on Twitter and the internet about his potential agenda and how he may be working in hand with the big Wall Street firms. Who knows? But it's just not right. The U.S. should be leading, and here we see news like this from China. It's just not where we need to be. Here, talking about, again, outside of the U.S., the World Economic Forum, they predict that despite the bear market, the crypto winter that we're in right now, crypto will continue to be an integral part of the modern economy. And Old Man Crypto agrees. Blockchain is here. There are many projects now that are beginning to solve real-world issues with blockchain and crypto. They talked about Stellar. Stellar is a foundation for the MoneyGram system now. I've used MoneyGram, and it's remarkable. You send money to somewhere else in the world, and within 5 minutes, it's there, and the party you're sending it to can pick it up at the correspondent bank. So crypto is here. It's going to solve things. It's going to make life better. It's going to make finances better. XRP is an example, and I'm an investor in XRP, so I'll make that known. But XRP, transferring funds around the world, it's much better than SWIFT, much faster than SWIFT. Less capital is tied up in XRP than with SWIFT. So it's blockchain is here to stay, and it's going to grow. And if you're investing, you're an early investor now. So if we can make it through the crypto winter, everyone says 2023 is going to be better. There's going to be a bull market. Well, we're ready. So let's see it, huh? This guy I like, Mr. Intuitive. I first saw him when I was watching the Digital Asset Investor. But let's listen to what he has to say here.
Happy Friday and Happy New Year. Another year down, and we're still here strong. I'm leaving you with two things. One, an end of the year spin move, and two, a little riddle. If the money printer's off, how are we printing $1.7 trillion? Where is that money coming from? I'd like a little.
Well, he makes a very good point in a funny sort of way. The U.S. and other countries continue to print money. Where is it coming from? It's just coming from paper. And as they continue to print, inflation will continue to go. The value of the dollar that you have today will be less tomorrow. So I don't remember exactly, but I've read in a statistic somewhere that in the last 10 years, almost 20 to 30%, maybe more of the dollars in circulation have been printed. So it's just crazy what the U.S. government and the Mint and the Federal Reserve is doing. So how they're going to control inflation, I'm not sure if they're continuing to print money. So let's see. But Mr. Intuitive is a funny guy, and follow him if you can. Here's another video that we came across, and this just talks again about the business value of blockchain. Here they're saying blockchain is in the trillions. Quant is at the very center of it, with the current valuation being 0.1% of 1 trillion. So let's hear a little bit about what they have to say.
Very close to enterprises engaging with blockchain, but how big is the market at the moment already, and what's your feeling about enterprise blockchain?
I think enterprise blockchain is the biggest market you can actually go after. If you look at one of the HSBC reports from last year, they looked at
it says one of the biggest markets you can go after.
Look like by 2027, and it's in the trillions. They're looking at a huge number, because the number of tokenization that is happening. You take a traditional security, you tokenize it, you make it a digital asset. Then you have payments, and then you have settlements, and then delivery reverse payments of digital assets. Enterprise is where the market is. On the large scale, what's happening is entire systems are transforming and re-platforming and re-architecting to be compatible to decentralization. They're not.
The word is blockchain. Crypto is going to be a big market. It's going to be a big part of the world economy, and we're at the early stages. So keep the faith. If you're investing, you're an early investor. There's going to be lots of ups and downs, and companies going bankrupt, and corruption being found, and regulations being introduced. But in the long term, in the next 3 to 10 years, it's going to be a bang up market. So hang in there if you can. SBF, FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. This is before WYRE. This was the biggest bankruptcy announcement that occurred. WYRE is now certainly big in the news, but I like what Mr. Davidson is saying here. SBF didn't commit crypto fraud. He just committed plain old-fashioned fraud. So don't call it crypto fraud. He took, by what we hear, of course the trial will begin because he pleaded not guilty. What we heard is that FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, and Alameda took investor funds and used it for things that they did not tell the investors. They did their own personal trades and investments and loans, and it's just fraud. So it's not crypto. It's just basic old fraud, and fraud exists everywhere.
One advantage is instead of what he said he was going to do, didn't segregate the funds and all those things. If you look at what Bernie Madoff did, he cooperated. He's got a 150-year sentence to think about what he's done.
Is there a way to use his cooperation, use what he admits as a way to stop crypto fraud in general, or am I being completely Pollyanna about this whole situation?
Yeah, I don't think he really has crypto fraud. He just has fraud.
Yeah, it's not crypto fraud. It's fraud. I mean, he's a criminal.
To create people to provide the capital. But when the acting CEO came and testified before our committee, he made it clear, like, this is just plain old-fashioned embezzlement. He took the money, said he was going to do one thing with it, and did something else with it.
Do you hear that? The acting CEO of FTX, who took over after SBF resigned, and as you know, SBF is now in the U.S. On bail, $250 million bail, after he said he only had $100,000 in his bank account. It's just, this guy he's corrupt. So it's just, you can't believe anything he's telling you at this point in time. So I really feel bad for the people that were investing and had their investments in FTX. I mean, there's been billions of dollars lost for the investors. Old man Crypto, he had a minimal amount of money on FTX. I mean, less than $1,000. So Old man Crypto was very lucky. So, but there was a lot of people that were not. So SBF, let's wait and see how the trial unfolds, huh? And again, on top of all this, now there's news coming out that SBF, FTX, was meeting with government, Gary Gensler at the SEC, with the White House, and the White House has come out and said they were talking about pandemic effects, which is, I think, a lot of bull crap. Let's hear what these guys have to say.
I mean, right. This has.
Let's go back to the beginning
3 weeks
here.
ago, you have Maxine Waters blowing kisses at Sam Bankman-Fried. Oh, I love you. And then you've got Soros. I mean, and in terms of now that they've disclosed the political contribution, the only person who gave more to the powers that be on both sides of the aisle, particularly the not so nice, was Soros. I mean,
Right.
This
That's George Soros.
exposed so
No doubt.
much
No
bad
doubt.
funding and how the money that was stolen got spattered about, and the shit that is now plastering the SEC and everybody is a good thing, because it shines a light on the way the system is worked. And you can complain about how fraudulent it is. The problem is most of the time the fraud goes unnoticed. But now the fraudsters have been exposed.
And not only have the
There's a
fraudsters
big
been,
dose of ugly.
and not only have the fraudsters been exposed, but the fraudsters have been exposed at the highest levels, i.e. Gary Gensler.
Yeah, Gary Gensler, as you know, the chairman of the SEC, he's really getting into hot water. If the House of Representatives gets its act together and elects a Speaker of the House, which is another soap opera that's going on right now, but if they get their act together, if they elect a Speaker of the House, then the House will begin hearings and investigations in the SEC, and Gary Gensler will begin to have to explain what he was doing, why he was doing it, who he was meeting with, why things like his agenda is missing days and times. So it's going to get interesting quickly, and hopefully things get cleaned up. But what the market's really begging for is regulation. Let us know what the regulation is, and once we know what the regulation is, we'll abide by the regulations. And the people that I follow on Twitter and the internet say that with regulation will come more institutional investing and more big money investors. And I agree. Why invest in something right now if there's really no regulations, and someone like the SEC can sue a company like XRP out of the blue, saying it's a security and not a commodity, and just kill the value? So we need regulation. Hopefully the new Congress this year will put some rules in place, and we'll know the rules of the game, and this thing can get out of the gate, and the U.S. can begin leading the world in terms of blockchain and cryptocurrency. Let's hope, anyway. Now we talk about XRP. I'm an investor in XRP. I'm also an investor in Stellar. So just to let you know where I'm at. Here, Michael Branch saying XRP rival Stellar is reporting a healthy 172% increase in payments in 2022, in addition to other positive numbers. Now, what really begs the question is, and I just looked at Stellar this morning, and it's trading around, the XLM token is trading around 7 cents, I believe. And in this crypto winter, it's hardly moved. Now, what other businesses can have a growth of 172% and their price not go up? It's just crazy. I don't know what's going on. And everyone says that it's because of the lack of regulation. I think it's true. I think it's fear of the SEC taking action. They're regulating by suing, not by regulation. So we have to clear that up. And once things are clear, companies like XRP and Stellar will begin to show a growth in the price of their underlying cryptocurrency and stock. So let's hope this gets resolved this year. Here's some more positive news for XRP. Outside of the U.S., the XRP business continues to grow great guns. Here, the Philippine Central Bank has granted cryptocurrency, e-money, and e-payment licenses to Ripple XRP, the distributed ledger that they use. So more and more good news. Things, outside the U.S., it's great. Why is it not able to do business inside the U.S.? So let's hope things get cleared up. Let's hope this crypto winter gets over soon and the market can begin to pick up. So I'm Old Man Crypto. That's the news for today. Remember, this is not investment advice. It's mainly for information and education. Please do your own research before you make any form of investments. If you like our program, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel so that you know when future programs come out, and share our link with your friends and family so they can understand more about the crypto market and what's going on. Also, we now have a training series that's going up on YouTube. It's Introduction to Crypto. Please check that out, and if you're new to crypto, hopefully that will give you some overview education on crypto, various areas of crypto. We talk about basic of how it functions, security, how you buy it, where do you find the current prices, everything that a novice to crypto may need to know. So once again, check it out, like the program, share the links with your friends and family, and get the word out. So we're here to help educate, to give you the news and truth about what's going on in the marketplace. So once again, this is Old Man Crypto. Thank you very much for watching our show today, and we'll see you on the next show. Have a great day. Bye-bye.